Hello everybody, here's a guide relevant to 2024 about how to hydro dip anything. I will be using gun-related objects to demonstrate, but that's just my hobby. You can do this with anything. You can do it with hats, knives, books, 3D printed objects, anything. So first of all, you're going to want to get a 5-gallon bucket. You're going to want to fill it with water till about 6 inches under. You're going to want a glove. Plastic works best. Great mobility. You're going to want an object to dip. In this case, I'm using an osprey suppressor that I've 3D printed. Pretty simple. So put your 5-gallon bucket down. And here's a little tip. So when you get down, you're going to want to shake up both paint cans really hard. Get them going really good. You're going to want that thoroughly mixed. Don't skimp on this step. I'd give it maybe a good 45 seconds to a minute. Then you're going to want to, this is my recommendation, but semi-gloss clear Rust-Oleum for a finish coat. It's a liquid plastic and really helpful. You're going to want to swirl the water around and get it moving in kind of a direction. I recommend this. It's a pretty important step in doing this. And remember, it all adds up. If you want a swirl pattern, do this, and you'll see demonstrated in a second here. Okay, we're going to take a black paint and we're going to kind of spritz it in and mix it with gold. Little alternating pushes. It's pretty simple to do. And as you see that water, it's spinning around and gradually winding those strands of paint into kind of a spiral. So keep going until you've got a decent amount of paint. I'm using 2 colors. You can use as many as you want, but kind of keep going until you got an adequate small smorgasbord slash smodge podge of stuff going on. Let it swirl, let it twirl for a little bit until you get to a desired level. Then you're going to want to grab your device towards one end, preferably the end that you want, maybe the bottom, and slowly dip it in. Slowly let the paint wrap around the device or object you're dipping. Ease it in, and when you get towards the bottom, grab your object and swirl it around. Swirl it around so that the paint gets stuck to your glove and to the sides of the 5-gallon bucket, because when you pull your object out, you can actually ruin the first hydro coat by getting that residue all over it, the residual painting. So it looks pretty darn good at this point, so we're going to want to get a piece of wood or a piece of cardboard and let this water evaporate off in the direct sunlight. Here I've got a piece of wood propped up against some cinder block, and there we go. We're going to let that beautiful looking suppressor dry. Also a note, on this water it has solvents and other chemicals. Do not dump it on the grass. Dump it in the dirt or out in the gutter on the street. Do not dump it on plants. Okay, now it leaves a little bit of residue if you don't put some polycoat on it. So there's your beautiful, beautiful suppressor, but it scratches off easily. That paint is not durable. So here's my favorite thing to use. Semi-gloss clear. It's Rust-Oleum liquid plastic. So you're going to want to get a few spritzes of that going on it. Sorry, I didn't capture a great angle here. It's kind of a skill issue if you ask me. But it's going to give it a glossy texture. You can get matte, but I prefer gloss. So you get that liquid plastic on there, and in the end it's going to look like this. All those beautiful swirls, all those beautiful patterns, and you can do it for under 10 bucks. Actually, maybe under like 17 bucks. Just requires a few cans of paint and a bucket of water, and it looks amazing for the price. Great value, and I kept it under 5 minutes. Look at that.